Hi everyone, this is Sadie Create the Heart, and today I'm here to share two cards that we're going to make together using some not too shabby products. This is from, I believe, the December box of the month. Now, I bought this box on my own. I am sharing the paper pad, I think it's XOXO is the name of the stamp set, plus the dies, and the ephemera. I'm also using this heart cover plate from Lawn Fawn. So we're going to make two cards. The first card we're actually going to be using the ephemera and I just took a piece of that paper from Love is a Gift paper pad and I used the cover plate to go ahead and make my background. And I keep forgetting I have this really cute cover plate. I got it, I want to say it's last year's Lawn Fawn release. So I'm just going to go ahead and put glue all around, kind of here and there on this background paper. I just want to make sure that it stays down. I do find that this paper is, because it's glossy, it takes a little extra second with glue to stick to your paper. So you kind of have to, sometimes it lifts up a little bit. You got to make sure you just press it down. And that's just because the paper is just very shiny and a little bit thicker than some of the other papers. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. This is a pretty simple card. It's just a couple techniques that I used that I think are kind of fun. You have to excuse me because I'm getting over the flu. But I used my favorite circle dies I've had in my stash forever, as well as my scallop dies that I don't even know if they go together, but they work for me. So I cut a circle and then I cut a scallop circle. I'm going to go ahead and layer those two pieces just to give a mat for my ephemera images to sit on. And this paper does have, a lot of kind of I want to say what would I say? It's very decorative. So there's some pieces that are a little bit, it's a lot. So, but there are the B-sides, which is what I did use for this card that just kind of are less busy. I guess busy is the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and take that ephemera image and I put it on foam, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the liner off there to lay that down on my circle. And so here what I did was I took the stamp set, and there's a sentiment in that stamp set that says hello friend, and I went ahead and stamped that with my VersaFine Clair ink right onto that heart. You just want to make sure you give it a second so that it dries before you touch it, because then you'll smear it. And then I've got that on foam as well, and that's just going to go right there on top. And the front of my card is done. Pretty simple. And then I'm going to go ahead and just decorate very simply. So I have a little scrap strip that I'm going to go ahead and glue right there on the bottom of the inside of my card. And this is just a really simple way to use up some of your scrap and some of your smaller ephemera that you're not sure what to do with. You could just decorate the inside of your card very simply like this one. I'm putting this little rose, which came from that ephemera as well, right there at the bottom. And now it's just ready for a sentiment or a message. And that one is done. Now we're on to the second card. So the second card I did stamping. I used the stamp set, and the paper, that's actually my favorite of all the busy prints in there. I love this one. This one's very, very pretty. I used a cat scrappiness die that I've had in my stash forever, and when it's got a couple of different sizes, but it's got a 5.5 by 4.25 size, which I do like to use quite often. I've had it forever, like I would say 3 or 4 years at least. And I use it quite often. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down, and that is going to be my background, most of my background for my card. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure it sticks. You'll see it pops up a little few times. I've got to press it down. And then I've got a smaller mat that I'm just putting on top, and that's the mat that my stamped images are going to sit on. And so I'm just going to put some glue on there and put that down right there on the front of the card. So from the XO stamp set, I used the little girl and the little boy, as well as the Be My Valentine sentiment. And I colored all of those in with Copics. I did some white gel pen. I did some stickles. And I love how they came out. And I colored them in sort of purples and pinks. They both are brunettes. I have them on foam tape, so I'm just going to pull the liner off. And I think these are just really adorable images. As soon as I saw it, I had to have it. I did get the Pugs stamp set as well, because I did buy the whole box. And also the Valentine mugs. So I'm going to be trying to get into those as well, but I'm also have other things I have to catch up on as well. So since I'm not a designer anymore from Not Too Shabby Shop, I've got some time to go back and catch up on some other projects. I actually have a couple of virtual retreats I need to finish, so we'll see how I do with that and prepare for another virtual retreat I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and do the inside of the card. So the inside of the card is very similar, except I've gone ahead and I've stamped hugs inside, because I'm actually going to be mailing this card. And I've got another little strip of paper that I'm going to put there at the bottom. And then this stamped image that you see, this heart, that also comes from the stamp set, and I just colored that in with my Copics and did a little bit of white gel pen with it. And that's going to go right on the top. I'm going to glue that down. And then that completes my card. I really love how both these cards came out. I hope that you do too. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy with Creating the Heart.